We had a lot of great feedback about this video that I did for our YouTube shorts, talking about how to get your offer accepted. So I figured I'd go into a little more detail to give you the ins and outs about how to navigate and get your offer accepted in a competitive market like today. Now, here are 3 tips that I would consider when trying to get your offer accepted. Number 1, make sure that you're working with a reputable lender. Now, you'd probably ask me, Sean, why does that matter? Aren't all lenders reputable? Believe it or not, there are certain mortgage companies that real estate agents do not want to work with. I can tell you through experience of knowing some top listing agents across the country that they don't like working with certain mortgage companies. If they see a pre-approval letter from that certain company, they may not even look at the offer, or they may come back with a ton of questions if they decide to take that offer because of the horrible experiences they may have had in the past. For example, I can tell you a story about one of our clients, Ronnie. Ronnie had gotten pre-approved with an online lender. We're not going to say who it was. Ronnie was shopping, and to no avail, he could not get his offer accepted. So Ronnie's real estate agent had reached out to me, said, hey, Sean, would you mind giving him a second opinion? See if there's something that you can do to help us get his offer accepted or increase his buying power. So I took a look at his file, and I was able to figure out a way to actually get him another $30,000 worth of buying power, which was enough to help him get his offer accepted. Now, in the market that we were looking at purchasing in, I actually knew who the listing agent was when we submitted the offer. So I reached out to their team. I let them know that, we're handling the financing for Ronnie. We verified his income. We verified his assets. We actually have a loan approval on his file. So his financing is solid. We are good to go on our end. And of course, since we've done business together, you know that we can perform quickly and we'll get this loan closed on time. That little conversation right there and that reassurance that I gave that listing agent was enough to get his offer accepted. Ronnie, of course, chose to work with me and my team, and we helped him get into his house. So of course, like I always talk about in many of our videos, it's not always about the rate. It's not always about who's going to give you the best terms. Sometimes it's about the relationships, and real estate is a relationship type business. So we were able to get him more buying power. And because of the relationship that I had, not only with the buyer's agent, because she thought of me to help out and get her client a little more buying power and a second opinion on his financing, but I knew the listing agent. And because of that relationship that I've had with them, I was able to put in a good word and we made the deal work for Ronnie, and Ronnie won at the end of the day. He was able to stop searching, put his frustrations to end, moved him and his family into a new home. Second tip to getting your offer accepted is having your loan officer reach out to the listing agent, like I just told you what I did for Ronnie to get your offer accepted. Now, to some of you, this may be a foreign concept, and I can tell you real estate agents don't even have their lenders doing this. So if you are working with a loan officer, make sure that you are keeping them in the loop when you're making your offers, which your real estate agent should be doing, but you can also help out as well and make sure that they're all on the same page. I do this for every single one of my clients. Every single offer that's made, I always stress to the buyer's agent, make sure you copy me on that email, because I want to reach out to the listing agent and validate the approval, let them know that they are good to go, and let them know that we have a solid team and a great reputation at closing deals. You can look our name up online. You can check out Zillow.com and see we've got numerous 5-star reviews from a lot of our clients in the past. So the listing agents know what they're going to get when they work with my team. Now, you want to make sure your loan officer has some testimonials. Maybe they can send that to the listing agent and help get your offer accepted. We have to be a little more creative in markets like today, because simply submitting an offer and expecting that to work is probably not going to cut it. So your buyer's agent has to be more aggressive. Your loan officer has to be more aggressive. And if they're not doing that, I would think you might need to shop around and find someone who's actually going to go to bat for you. So that's my second tip. Oh, and by the way, if we haven't met before, my name is Sean Uyehara. I'm a branch manager with Loan Depot, helping you finance your homes all across the country. Whether you're thinking of purchasing, refinancing, buying your first home, or building your real estate portfolio, I've got you covered. There's more information below, so hit the description, subscribe to my channel, because I appreciate every single one of you that watch. And now to my third tip to help get your offer accepted. And number 3 is making sure that you get pre-approved. I've actually done a video that talked about the difference between getting pre-qualified and pre-approved. This may sound obvious, but remember, pre-qualified, a lot of that information is done verbally. Nothing's verified. There's not a lot of validity behind the pre-approval letter, or pre-qualification letter, sorry. The pre-approval is what you want. You want to make sure you have all your documents to your lender so they can look at everything, your income, your taxes, your bank statements, and issue you a letter stating that everything's been verified. These are the little nuances that mortgage lenders have to deal with to make sure that we can get you into your home as efficiently as possible. And I know it might sound like a pain in the butt to go and dig up these tax returns or chase down a W-2 from an old employer, but I can reassure you of this. If you do the legwork up front, the process becomes very, very easy on the back end. So a lot of times our loan officers, even within my branch, I always tell them, make sure that when you put a file together for a client, you get everything that you can up front, because it makes everyone's job easier, from processing, underwriting, and to get your loan closed. And I can tell you, as a home buyer, that's what you want. Unless you want a stressful transaction, you can skip around, cut some corners, and try to save yourself the headache. But I can reassure you, after doing this for 15 years, the more complete you have your information up front to your loan officer, it makes his or her life very easy. And I can also tell you that they will be very thankful to have clients like you that come well prepared. Hopefully these 3 tips will help you get your offer accepted the next time you go out shopping for your home. And if you have any other questions, don't forget you can hit the description below for links to more information, or check out some of these playlists right here, and I will see you on the next video.